Okay, and this is our video for today, guys. Like, as you all know, what I normally do, I like to urge people that each and every time when you start making your analysis, guys, start analyzing your charts from a higher time frame. You know why? Because pyramid analysis, guys, if you do not know what pyramid analysis is, it's analyzing from a higher time frame moving down to a smaller time frame. So when I talk about pyramid analysis, I'm simply referring to that, guys. You get my point. You will get an understanding of the market structure, guys. That's how I love about what pyramid analysis. So now you can see we are in what? We are on NAS100 and we are in a daily time frame. You get my point. We are on a daily time frame. We will make analysis from a daily time frame, taking the analysis down with the pyramid analysis until we reach what? The smaller time frame, where we'll be looking for what? For entries, guys. You get my point. So every time when you make analysis, start analyzing from your higher time frame. Okay. What I will simply do, I will reset the chart, guys, and make a zoom out, guys. It's always important to zoom out your chart in order for you to do what? To see the previous market moves. You get my point. So from here, what do I see? I see that the market did what? Printed me a what? A low right around this level, and it also came and gave me a low, and it also came again and gave me a low, guys. With this type of movement, I simply know that my market is in a what? It's in a buying phase, guys. It's in a buying phase. Why am I saying it's in a buying phase? It is giving me a series of what? A series of higher lows. This low is higher than the previous one, and also this one is also higher than the previous low. You get my point? So whenever I'm having a series of higher lows, I simply know that the market will also print me what? A series of higher highs, guys. A series of higher highs, guys. This is the thing that which happens most of the time, guys. You get my point. This thing happened most of the time. If you find yourself in a market like this, guys, it means you are in a what? It simply means you are in a buying market, guys. This is a practical example of a what? This is a practical example of a buying market, guys. You get my point. It means if a market prints what? If a market prints a low for you, you get my point. What are you expecting next? We are expecting the market to give us a high which is higher than the previous one. So this thing applies even here, guys. You get my point. So here we had a high, and also there we had a high. So when let me join my highs. When I join my highs, guys, okay, and also this one can also be classified as a what? As a high. You get my point. So after this, what do we expect? We expect the market to do what? To give us at least a high which is higher than what? Which is higher than the previous one, guys. You get my point. We are expecting the market to give us a high which is higher than the previous one, since we are in a what? Since we are in a buying market, guys. You get my point. Since we are in a buying market. So from our daily time frame, we can simply spot that we are still looking for what? For buying opportunities. For us to go long, we will still be looking for what? For buying opportunities, guys. You get my point. When we are go long. So let me try and zoom in the chart for me to get what? Other perfect levels, guys. And then the other thing you also need to know about NASDAQ is that NASDAQ, what it did previously, it can also do it in the future. You get my point. So once NASDAQ prints you a level, guys, or a zone, you get my point, mark that zone, because it always does that. It always come and respect that zone, guys. You get my point. So if you can take a look right around this level, we can see that the market has been rejecting here. You get my point. The market has been rejecting. This shows us what? This shows us right around this level we are having a what? A powerful zone, guys. Which in this case, before it made a breakout, it was a what? It was a resistance. So after a breakout and a retest, the market, look at what it did when it reached that level, guys. when it made a breakout and a retest, it gave us what? Sorry, let me delete these things. It gave us what? It gave us a push to the upside, guys. You get my point? It gave us a push to the upside. This push simply explains what to us. This push tells us that this was no longer a resistance. Now it was a support because it was broken and retested, guys. You get my point? So it will be very difficult for the market to come right around this level and decide to do what? To break it and move to the downside, guys. You get my point? So the market will try to do what? Will try to respect. Will try to respect this level, guys. You get my point? Because it is our support zone. So from here, I can do what? I can expect what? Bulls to come in and push the market to the upside, guys. You get my point? But then you have to know that along the way, when we will be pushing the market to the upside, there are certain zones where the market will be doing what? Will be making retracements. You get my point? There are some zones where the market will be respecting for the retracements, like zones like this one, guys. Zones like this one. You get my point? When the market came here, it rejected this zone, and when it came back, it also rejected that zone. This simply tells us what? When the market reaches this level, there's high possibility for us to expect what? Selling movement to the downside, guys. You get my point? It is a high possibility for us to expect selling movement to the downside. So you need to mark that level, guys. For now, what are we doing? For now, we are just predicting that when it reaches this level, it might break and go to the upside, or the market can reject this level and move to the downside, guys. But that thing, it will be concluded once the market reaches this level, because once the market reaches there will be a certain behavior on how the market will be moving, guys. That certain behavior, it is the one which will confirm for us that the market is either gonna retest that level or break and move to the way and move to upside, guys. You get my point? So for now on, we can conclude as what? For now on, we can say we are looking for bulls to push the market until where? Until it did previously when it rejected this level. You get my point? So I will also try to switch to what? I will also try to switch to a line chart. The reason why I switch to a line chart is that it helps me identify the levels which cannot be seen when you are in a candlestick pattern, guys. You get my point? So from here, what can I see? From here, I see that the market right around this level, it made a rejection. You get my point? It made a rejection, went to the downside, and also came again and made a rejection to the upside. So what are these? These are my highs, guys. You get my point? These are my highs. Those are the highs which I have. Those are my highs, guys. So what am I seeing? I see that the market gave me a high which is higher than the previous one. So it means the market has to give me what? The market has to give me a low which will be higher than the previous one. You get my point? So also that thing acts as a what? Acts as a confirmation that right around this level I might experience what? Buying movement to the upside, because we are in a what? We are in some type of a buying market, guys. You get my point? We are in some type of a buying market. So I will say that this is how I see it, guys. You get my point? So when I trace it, I will say what? From here, the market came to this level, rejected to the downside, went back there and rejected to the downside. It gave me a series of what? Of higher highs. This high is higher than the previous one, and it printed me a low. And this low here, I'm looking for it to confirm to be a low which is higher than the previous one, guys. Because of what? Because of this strong zone. You get my point? Because of that strong zone. So I may conclude by saying what? From here, I'm looking for buying opportunities. Also where? Also to the upside. And then remember, what have I said about the buying market? We will be looking for a high which is higher than the previous one. So this is why I'm saying that when the market reaches this level, I may conclude to say what? the market can break and push to the upside. Because of what? Once it confirms this low of ours, guys, once it confirms this low and start pushing to the upside, it will be confirming a what? A buying trend, guys. You get my point? It will be confirming a buying trend. Even also this spike here serves as a what? Serves as a confirmation that no, the buyers were what? The buyers were strong right around this level. You get my point? I can't say that I'm looking for the market to break and come to this level to collect liquidity, guys. You get my point? And I'm not saying that that can happen. That can happen. But when will I start to consider that? The minute I'll start to consider that, it is when the market breaks this level of mine and start to move to the downside, guys. You get my point? Once it breaks and gives me a retracement, I will know that this level, it is now what? It was rejected as a what? As a support. Now, if it breaks and retests it, it will be a what? It will be a resistance. That is when I will be looking for what? For selling opportunities. But right for now, I'm looking for what? I'm looking for buying opportunities because our support zone hasn't yet broken. Like, one other thing I like to urge people with: never sell at a support and never buy at a resistance, guys. You get my point? Wait for the market to play out, guys. Wait for the market to give you the confirmations, and then you can start to do what? Then from there you can start to take opportunities. You get my point? So now I'll be moving to what? Now I'll be moving to a 4 minutes time frame. I'm sorry for my slow network. I'm sorry for my slow network, guys. You get my point? So I will also come and do what? I will also come and check what happened around this level previously. We can see that previously it was on when? It was Friday the 9th of August 2024. You get my point? It was the 9th of August. The market gave us a what? The market gave us a bullish movement to the upside, guys. An aggressive bullish movement. Like I told you in the beginning, what NASDAQ did before, it can do it in the future, guys. You get my point? Once NASDAQ respects a level like this and gives an aggressive movement, I'm also looking forward to see what, when it comes back to that level, to also come back and give me an aggressive movement to the upside. So from here, what I can conclude is that my buying opportunities are more convenient compared to the selling opportunities, guys. You get my point? The time we'll start to consider for selling opportunities, it when it breaks, then gives out a retest, then we'll know that we'll be pushing to that level. But since it's like this, guys, I'm still on what? I'm still on looking for buying opportunities, guys. You get my point? I'm still looking for buying opportunities. Even this serves as a what? Even this serves as a good confirmation for me to take what? Buying opportunities in the next coming week, guys. You get my point? Yes. Okay, so then we will also look, okay, from here you can see the market made a breakout right at this level, made a retest until it came back again and made a breakout and moved to the downside. Okay, and I will quickly switch to what? I will quickly, okay, before I switch to that time frame, I will start by marking what? I want to start by marking the levels which the market made a huge rejection on them. It's very important, guys. It is very important. When the market makes an aggressive rejection, guys, mark that level, guys. That level is very important, guys. Okay, then I will switch to a line chart. Okay, and from here I can see that it gave me a push to the upside, came to the downside, went to the upside, came again to the downside. Okay, from here I can easily do what? I can easily conclude that right around this level from the previous week, from the from the 29th of August, guys. From the 29th of August, that is when our market started with what? With a bearish trend, guys. It was a minor bearish trend which we experienced here. Why am I saying it was a minor bearish trend, guys? It is a trend inside a what? Inside our bullish trend. You get my point? So as I can mark, I'll say this was my low, this was our high there, and we also had a low there, and we had a high there, guys. So if I can trace it, I'll say I'm having something like this. You get my point? I'm having something like that. The minute that I see that I'm having something like this, it is a what? It is a series of what? Of lower lows and lower highs, guys. This low is lower than the previous one, and this one which will be formed will be lower than the previous one. So that tells me what? That tells me that I'm in a selling market, guys. You get my point? And when we move to highs, I will say this high is lower than the previous one. You get my point? This high that is lower than the previous one. So it's a series of what? Of lower lows and lower highs. And that simply tells us that the market was in a what? The market was in a selling trend, guys. You get my point? So if I can quickly delete that, the market was in a selling trend. Okay, it's fine. Now we continue. The market is giving us what? The market was in a selling trend. And then here, what did we say? We say we are expecting bulls to step in and push the market to the upside, guys. But then the minute will start to, the minute will, where we will conclude that now it is the time that we'll be looking for what? For a buying movement to the upside. We need to first wait for what? For the market to break out of this trend. Once it gives us a breakout and a retest, that is when we will do what? That is when we will go long with our buying entries, guys. You get my point? That is when we will go long with our buying entries. The minute it starts to go out of this selling trend and gives us a breakout and a retest, that is when we will start to go long on our buying entries, guys. So that's how it is, guys. So for the upcoming week, I'll be looking for the market to do what? To get out of this. So it means while I'll be waiting for it to get out of this trading zone, I will be taking trades here and there. But once it makes a breakout and a retest, that is when I'll be planning to hold my buying trades, guys, because this tells me that the market is doing what? Is trying to move to the upside, guys. You get my point? It's something like a flag, guys. If you know those things of a flags, when you have something like this, it is an impulsive movement, then you experience some type of retracement, guys. You get my point? When you experience some type of a retracement, you get my point? The minute the market start to do what? The minute the market start to make a breakout and a retest, that is where you'll know that you are planning to move to where? You are planning to move to the upside, guys. So for the upcoming week, we will be milking NASDAQ inside this zone. But the minute it breaks out of it and gives a breakout and a retest, guys, plug in those buying opportunities and let's push it where? Let's push it to the upside, guys. So this, it's all the information from me, the CEO and founder of Market Research, for today, guys. I'm wishing you a very profitable week. You get my point? And then if you would like me to improve on something, guys, can you please mention those things on the comment section below? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share, guys. Share our channel so that we can grow, guys. And I will always be here, guys. I will always be here to supply you with powerful information, guys. This is just a market breakdown, guys. Simple market breakdown. You just have to understand the concept, guys. The minute you understand the concept, trust me, you are going far. You get my point? Master the skill, the profits will come. Once you have mastered the skill, the profits will come, guys. Information is the what? Is the reliable source. Once you have information, you have key. Once you have information, you have power, guys. So from me, the CEO and founder of Market Research, signing out, guys.